Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be making some chicken soup. Yes, these are my seasonings. I have some pimento seeds here. I love to use pimento seeds. I have some green onions, or what you call scallion. I'm using some thyme. I am also using corn, potatoes. I did not have any yellow yam, but a little bit. But yes, I have most of my vegetables cut up, my chocho, or what you guys call squash chayote, my carrots, and I usually use peas in my, in my soup, and eddos. So somebody was asking the difference once, the difference between potato and eddos. They're both carbs. No much difference. Anyway, I use Grace Cock soup as like bouillon, and the chicken was pre-washed. I washed it with some vinegar and lemon juice, and I chopped my chicken small. It's like I love the bone, so there's bones and meat inside. It's just chicken though, no chicken foot. Like to boil it separately, get all of that foam and oil, skim off the top, so my soup is nice and clear. It's something that I really like to do, and I find a big difference with my soup when I do. So I'm gonna boil the chicken separately. So I start the water boil and I pour it in, and then I'm gonna go back and finish up. So I make my little twine, seasoning twine, or whatever you call it. Because who wants to drink soup when scallion is all over? You know, it drippy drippy. We don't like it. So yeah, put it in a twine, and or a bouquet, a seasoning bouquet, whatever you guys call it. Yeah, but it makes life easy. And my scotch bonnet pepper, don't forget that. Now I'm a prep person, so I'm gonna make my flour, my dumpling with cornmeal. Yes, so I have like 1.5 cup of flour, quarter cup of cornmeal, and a quarter teaspoon of salt. And I add my water, and I knead until everything is combined. Dumpling is quite simple. All you have to do, make sure you don't put too much water in, else you'll spoil it and have to add more. After I knead it in, I'm gonna cover it and let it rest. Rested dumpling, best dumpling, easy to knead because it's nice and smooth. Next, I'm gonna chop my kabuka squash. Yes, the star of the show. This makes your soup a little bit sweet, but also beautiful. Look at the color inside. Nice and pretty. And it also smells so good. So this is what I use to make my soup. Half of this is going to go in the freezer for use at a later date. So cut it up small, add it to my boiling water, and I leave it and allow it to boil. Add garlic and some pimento seeds in it while it's boiling. Meanwhile, my chicken is cooking, and I'm skimming off the top with all that foam and stuff and oil. See what it looks like. After you chop the chicken, there's a lot of black stuff like bone and marrow. So my pumpkin is cooked, and just mash in the extra pieces. And then I'm gonna add the water that I boiled the chicken in. I'm not wasting anything because that's where all the nourishment is. I boil the water and pour it in, strain it off, and then I'm gonna add the chicken pieces in because I removed them before. And now it's the beginning of the soup. And I add my corn, potato, potatoes. And then my vegetable. See, one thing, and my bouquet, one thing with me and soup, Scotch bonnet. The pot is always full and I have to change it. I don't know what it is, and I know it's not only me. Look, and my dumpling isn't even in there yet. And I add the peas then too, because I don't want them to boil out. No, because it makes the soup too thick. Don't worry, this pot is going to be changed. Oh, and I found a piece of yellow yam that I had in my freezer. Yes, it was peeled and it was in my freezer. And I am going to add it in my soup. And trust me, ain't nothing changed about that yam. All right, now, so my cock seasoning goes in after most of my food is cooked. Or you call it bouillon. And this is one of the most important thing for me. I always strain it off. I don't like noodles in my soup. I don't make chicken noodle soup. I make chicken soup. Yes, I strain it off and I add it in. So none of the noodles are in there. And as you can see, I changed my pot. I have a bigger pot now because I have to put my dumpling in. And I start to make my dumplings. Let me tell you, it's a game changer when you knead your flour and let it rest. These dumplings were so nice, smooth. The dough was so much easier to handle. Yep, and I like my dumplings nice and neat and small. And I'm telling you, dumpling for me is the last thing that I add to my soup because it cooks so fast. So the dumplings are added, and let me tell you something, after this done, it was a wrap. A nice hot bowl of chicken soup. OMG. Absolutely delicious. Don't forget to like, share.